Being self-employed is typically thought of as working in your own business, as opposed to working for someone else's business. However, you can start working for yourself today, even if you are working in someone else's business. It's all a matter of perspective. You are an employee when you are working for someone else, but you don't have to think of yourself in that way. Think of yourself as self-employed. Even if you're flipping burgers, you're in the business of selling your labor, right? And business people think differently than employees. The word employee often carries connotations of slavery, as in the expression wage slave. It is associated with a loss of control, a sense that the boss is the one calling the shots. What an awful thought. There is a better way. Less than be greater than be in business starting today. Less than be greater than. My employers have never been more than customers to me. If I don't like the terms or price, I negotiate or go elsewhere. There are opportunities everywhere, after all. This attitude has meant I've never felt trapped in a job I didn't like. I look at jobs as business opportunities, and choose the best one at any given time. If my own business is a better one, as it is now, then I do that. There is nothing sadder than bitter workers who feel cheated and dependent on an employer. I have had terrible employers, but they never made me bitter. In any business you sometimes work for customers you don't like, if the pay is worth it. Many years ago I worked at a casino. As a reservation casino they could get away with not paying minimum wage. With the tips, we made good money, in fact more than any of the 5 other casinos in the state. Most of the workers were bitter, though, because the employer wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. They had their employee mentality, and so felt cheated. As a businessman, I could look at it objectively and see they were paying more than other potential buyers of my labor. They certainly were a problem customer, in many respects, but I chose to do business with them, so I couldn't feel bitter about it. Less than be greater than. How to be self-employed. Less than be greater than. It helps to have money in the bank. Wage slavery is only true to the extent that you've put yourself into that position. It takes only a few weeks to find another customer for your labor. Anytime you feel you can't quit your job tomorrow, you're probably not arranging your financial affairs properly. Any smart businessman plans for ups and downs. Here is what you need to do to support your new perspective. Put a little money aside. Keep out of bad debt. Only debt that produces income or profits is good debt, and keep your fixed expenditures low. Take responsibility today for your choices. You are in business, selling labor, skills and knowledge. You are opening your mind to the possibilities of better jobs and business activities. These are nice advantages, but not the best reason to adopt this attitude. You see, even if you stay at your job for 30 years, you will feel free, and not dependent. This is your business decision, and the freedom that comes with this acceptance of responsibility is the best reason to take this perspective. Starting today, you are self-employed.